Hello there, it's me Phil from Change Tips and Tools, and I'm here with a video on charts, specifically a particular chart that will get requested a lot of you, especially if you're a project manager, PMO, or if you have to produce any type of budgetary or headcount commentary for your stakeholders. This is a management and stakeholder favourite and a must-have in your professional tool bag. I'm talking about the waterfall chart, and the reason why it's so popular is because it is a form of data visualization that helps in the understanding of the overall effect of sequentially introduced positive and negative values, typically from a starting total, and this can either be requested from a category or time-based perspective. And it's so easy to create in Excel. Let me show you. So here we have the first example, which is a categorized example, which is a project financials. So I've got some totals here, so a central budget, then some functional budget, which gives me a total budget, and then I've got the costs to come off it, and then what my year-end total is. So if I select this here and do insert, and here I'm going to select the waterfall chart here, and we've got our, let me make this a little bit bigger. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get rid of the grid lines. So I don't want any grid lines on this, and I'm going to give this a chart title. So let's call it project financials forecast. Yeah, let's do that. Now what I'm going to do first of all on the waterfall chart is I'm going to tell it which items are represent my total. So first of all, I've got the central budget, so that's a total. So I'm going to click it again until everything's grayed out there, and then I'm going to right click on it and say set as a total. Now again, with this one here, which is the total budget, is my next total. So again, I'm just going to select it again, so everything's grayed out or faded out, and I'm going to right click on it and do set as a total. And then the final total is going to be the year end. So I'm going to select that one, select it again, and I can do Control-1 to bring up the formatting, and I can set the total here as well within the series options. So I'm going to set it as a total like so, and then click off it. So now what we've got is I can see my totals, I can see my increases here, and I can see my decreases, and then what the end of year looks like. I don't like these colors, so I'm going to change them. So let's first of all change the total. And the way that you do that is on the legend, I'm just going to select that total here. You see the fill, and I'm going to change that to let's make it a grey like so we know what that is. I'm then going to select the increase, and I'm going to make that green over here. Let's make it that green. And then as far as the decrease, again, I can select it, and I can go on the home tab, and I can choose the fill there as well. So let's make the decrease is red, and let's select the plus sign, and let's put the legend at the bottom. So there you go. I've now got a waterfall chart created where I can see where my central budget is, what's been added to that. That gives me a total budget. I can then see the negative adjustments here, values, and then what that impacts the overall total for the year end. So there's one example by category. I can see a waterfall chart. The second one is going to be time-based. So again, I've got a start point, I've got a mid-year, and I've got a finish, and I've got my months here as well. So again, if I select these, same thing, just do insert waterfalls. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Let's call this my department head count, like so. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the increases here. I'm going to make that green over here. Fill, just make that green. The decreases, I'm going to make that again red. And then the total, let's go again. I can go over here on the properties over here and do the fill, and let's make that a lighter blue, like so. And then all I've got to do is to change these. So I've got these three totals here. So the start, mid-year and finish. So let's take the start there, select it, right click on it, set it as a total. Take the mid-year, click on it, right click on it, set it as a total. And then finally the finish, set that as a total. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's make it a little bit shorter. Let's get rid of the grid lines. And there you go. There's a waterfall chart, and it visually for your stakeholders. It shows you the starting point, shows you the adjustments down and up, and what those subtotals are and what the year end is. And you can see those transactions by month in a timeline way. So there's one to remember, the waterfall chart. It's really easy to create in Excel. Why don't you give it a go? And believe me, you're going to get asked a lot to do this for your stakeholders. I hope you found this informative. If so, please remember to click that like, subscribe, and smash that notifications button for future content. And I wish you a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Please take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video from Change, Tips and Tools. Bye bye now.